Hello, good morning. Usually it's afternoon. Today is unusual. Well, because of me scheduling some playback time later in today. So coming up live in a bit much earlier time in the morning to bring the message of inspiration to the members of American Dream Life, where we keep exploring how to grow your beliefs and become united human being. And today the topic, like I just mentioned, and practicing and embodying that more is playback. And what do I mean by that? The life is way too serious to just keep dwelling in it and to bring the playback and not just do play. And because even kids have a hard time when you tell them go and play, they getting confused and they not sure what to do, and their mind kind of blanking. But when you allow them to play, they will start figuring out and start embodying that feeling of and state of being, I should say, of being in the play mode, and the creativity start kind of coming and juices start flowing, and they start being really fully embodied in that play mode and having so much fun and have so much grace with it and also so much love with it that it's really contagious. And you, when you observe them, you just like, I want to do it too. So that's what I'm proposing, and it's in my nature, and I'm pretty good at hiding it very well and allowing myself to actually bring that up more is a bit of a challenge for me, because well, somehow it was, I was told and I convinced myself that it's not okay to be playful, that I get to be serious, I get to be professional. and and that's kind of what keep me stucking in that mode of seriousness and not allowing that play. And exploring more on it became a challenge, but also became a challenge to overcome. Not just, well, it's a challenge and let's not do anything about it. Let's do something about it. How to overcome, how to bring more of that into my life. So that's the reason I'm sharing, because I know I'm not alone with it. And you get to play back as well. So I already kind of reveal some kind of components of that playback and what it means to be in that playback mode. And let's just distinguish them where I share in the statement. They are actually fun, grace, and love. Those are those three that I just share. And let me just also share on the example from my personal life. Just a couple of days ago, when we decided to go for a lovely lunch with my lovely daughter, Vicky, and we had some kind of adventure and play, and that came so naturally. And it seems like very silly, about our hot cocoa. We were in a coffee shop, we order on those kind of kiosks. So it looks on the picture, the hot cocoa looked amazing. And it was in a nice white cup with the whipped cream, with some sprinkles. I don't believe there were some sprinkles, but there was like some drizzles of caramel on top of it. It looked amazing. And when we receive our order, we just receive that in the cup. We order actually substituted. It says that it was bitter hot chocolate, and with that, so we substituted, I believe, for almond milk instead of regular milk. And somehow the person at the counter assumed that because of that we shouldn't have the whipped cream, and they put it in the just regular cup. So we want to kind of drink that. We a bit felt a bit disappointment that there's no whipped cream, but I'm like, okay, we can get over that. and we start taking some sips out of that cup, and it's really bitter. So my daughter decided she will stand up and go to some things that you can like the things that you can just get, like some sugar or some other things. Yeah, the word exactly escaping me at the moment, but you know what I'm talking about. So anyhow, let's continue with that story. So she adding a liquid sugar to it, and now it's like the combination of the taste of that bitterness with that liquid sugar, like so sugary. And we start having a laugh over it and start sharing some stories, and I'm mentioning how I'm actually like hot chocolate, how I do it, that I kind of brewing powder, cocoa powder, just brewing water and pouring over that powder, and adding some like spoon of honey, and then stir it, and then added almond milk. And I like this way. So I kind of mentioned that to my daughter, and also like lately I start adding like some cinnamon, sprinkle some cinnamon to it as well. So we kind of stood up, we finished our lunch, and she noticed in like a salt shaker cinnamon. So she's like pouring into, we still have that mixture because it was so sweet, so it wasn't so easy to drink like right up, putting some cinnamon to it. Then she saw a nutmeg next to it, and she like, well, maybe we should test it. Maybe some put some nutmeg in it. And then she's stirring, but the liquid was like warm, lukewarm, so it wasn't like really to make it that cinnamon or nutmeg would dissolve. So I'm like, probably it would be better if we had some hot water. So she comes and pours some hot water into it. Then she added some extra almond milk, and we start having a blast over just some, playful with the hot chocolate. And we did, we like, after what we created there, we decided to try it, and came out pretty good. And we were like proud of ourselves and laughing over it. And that's how kind of playful over something simple like that and silly like that can come about. So it doesn't have to be so serious, it doesn't have to be big, but like, coming up, when it coming up more naturally, and how involved, how fun it can become, how graceful when you allowing the silliness of like mixing different things and doing something unusual, and enjoying that, and feeling that love in it as well. So I trust that it's helpful how to be playful based on that personal example. And once again, to really step more into it, you got to remember about the fun, about the grace allowing, and also about the love that you will experience with that play. So let's go and play together, and looking forward to see what comes up, what resonates with the message. So feel free to share more about that, and also just a reminder about how the message is coming here. They are streamed through a third-party course stream called StreamYard. They usually it goes on my private Facebook page under American Dream Life, as well as on the YouTube channel. When you see that message resonates with you or someone that you want to share with, it's probably easier from the YouTube channel. The commenting options are good on both platforms. I'm inviting whoever watching on YouTube to the private community of on Facebook, American Dream Life, for more interactive experience. YouTube, it only shows once a week with the live broadcast. The community, I'm posting there daily most of the time, and start coming and checking, and there's more interactive experience there. So without further ado, another just quick reminder that those broadcasts usually on a weekly basis on Thursdays afternoon, Mountain Standard Time. and sometimes there's some change of schedule when I move the time or I move the day to it, but I usually put some heads up. So it's good to, when you on YouTube, to hit your subscriber button, and notification should show up when the announcements is coming. And same in the Facebook group, the announcements are showing up ahead of time. What is the subject of the new broadcast, and when it will be broadcasted. So anyhow, again, sending you much love, joy, and peace. And until next time, take care.